Vixen. Mary McCabe, better known as Vixen, is one of the most unique heroes in the DC Comics universe. Originally from the fictional African nation of Zambesi, she inherited the legendary Tattoo Totem, a mystical artifact that has been passed down through her family for generations. Through the totem, Vixen can tap into the abilities of virtually any animal on Earth, and even some extinct species, making her one of the most versatile superheroes around. Depending on the version of her story, Mary's family lineage is connected to the legendary warrior Tantu and the powerful influence of Anansi, the famous trickster figure from African folklore. After eventually moving to America, Mary built a successful life as a fashion model, businesswoman, animal rights advocate, and public superhero, becoming a respected member and sometimes even a leader of the Justice League. What makes Vixen especially dangerous is that she's not just someone with animal powers. She's a skilled fighter in her own right. Even without the Tantu totem, Mary is a highly trained martial artist with exceptional agility, reflexes, and combat instincts. Her fighting style is fluid, unpredictable, constantly evolving. Rather than sticking to a single martial art, she blends traditional hand to hand combat techniques, boxing, street fighting, and animal inspired movements into a style that's difficult to anticipate and even harder to counter. When she channels the abilities of different animals, her combat approach changes dramatically to match. Drawing a feline predators like cheetahs, pumas, Vixen becomes incredibly fast and acrobatic, attacking with rapid strikes, sweeping kicks, agile grapples, and claw like slashing attacks. When she taps into the strength of powerful animals such as gorillas or elephants, she transforms into a powerhouse brawler, relying on overwhelming force, crushing blows, and devastating body slams capable of sending opponents flying. By channeling reptiles or creatures like spiders, she gains specialized abilities that can completely change the battlefield, whether that's climbing walls, recovering from injuries more quickly, or adapting unusual environments. And when she calls upon the birds of prey, such as eagles or hawks, Vixen can take flight into the air, using high speed dives, aerial attacks, hit and run tactics from above. Despite all of these incredible powers, though, Mary's greatest strength may be her ability to combine them seamlessly. She can switch from the speed of a cheetah to the strength of a gorilla, then to the agility of a bird in the middle of a fight, constantly adapting to whatever challenge is in front of her. Years spent fighting alongside some of the DC Universe's greatest heroes and martial artists, including the legendary Bronze Tiger, who we just mentioned, her frequent love interest and martial arts master, by the way, shout out to Bronze Tiger, have only sharpened her combat skills. As a result, Vixen is far more than someone who borrows animal abilities. She's a disciplined warrior who knows exactly how to use them, whether she's protecting wildlife, leading heroes into battle, or facing down powerful supervillains. Vixen combines intelligence, athleticism, combat expertise, and the raw power of the animal kingdom into one of the most versatile fighting styles in comics. Black Spider. Eric Needham's story is one of tragedy, redemption, and a constant struggle between justice and vengeance. A native of Gotham City, Eric had a relatively normal childhood until His world was turned upside down by the death of his mother. The loss hit his family hard, and his father's emotional withdrawal left Eric feeling isolated and directionless. As he grew older, he drifted into a life of crime, getting involved into small time criminal activities and eventually developing a serious drug addiction. His life reached a breaking point when, during his criminal involvement, he accidentally caused the death of his own father. The guilt from that moment would haunt him forever. Determined to change, Eric fought his way out of addiction and dedicated himself to a new purpose, targeting the drug dealers and criminals who destroyed lives in the same way his own had been destroyed. After receiving extensive combat training and acquiring specialized equipment from mysterious sources, he adopted the identity of Black Spider, taking up the mantle of a vigilante and assassin who operated in Gotham's shadows. Unlike Batman, however, Black Spider's methods are far less forgiving. As a fighter, Eric is an elite peak human combatant with no superpowers whatsoever. Everything he can do comes from the relentless training, discipline, and sheer physical ability. His fighting style combines martial arts, stealth tactics, and assassin techniques into a fast, aggressive approach designed to end confrontations quickly and decisively. Black Spider is also incredibly agile. He moves with a near superhuman level of athleticism using acrobatic flips, wall running, technology, parkour, and aerial maneuvers to attack from unexpected angles. While his exact mastery of specific styles like ninjutsu, karate, and judo is highly extensive, Black Spider's core fighting style is highly aggressive, lethal, and tactical. In a fight, he can be extremely difficult to track, constantly moving and repositioning before his opponents have a chance to react. Black Spider's arsenal is designed to match his fast, unpredictable, and spider-inspired fighting style. Rather than relying on brute force, he uses a combination of specialized weapons, gadgets, and precision attacks to keep his opponents constantly off balance. His trademark equipment includes a pair of wrist mounted firearms, often referred to as stinger pistols. Black Spider also makes extensive use of advanced gadgetry. His suit incorporates web shooting devices capable of restraining enemies, creating obstacles, or helping him maneuver through urban environments. Combined with his wall crawling technology, he can scale buildings, clean surfaces, and attack from angles most opponents never expect. What truly separates him from many Gotham vigilantes is his willingness to use lethal force while Batman operates under a strict no kill rule. Black Spider has no such limitation. His training focuses on exploiting weak points, pressure points, vulnerabilities that can disable or, if necessary, eliminate an opponent with ruthless efficiency. His skills are so refined that he is repeatedly proven capable of holding his own against some of the most dangerous fighters in the DC universe. Whether facing highly trained assassins, metahuman threats, or even Batman himself, Black Spider's speed, reflexes, and combat instincts allow him to compete with opponents who would overwhelm most ordinary fighters. Over the years, his effectiveness has also made him a valuable, if dangerous, member of the Suicide Squad, where his combination of stealth, combat expertise, and willingness to do what others won't has made him one of the team's most reliable operatives. In many ways, Black Spider represents the darker side of vigilantism, a man who escaped a life of addiction and crime only to walk a razor thin line between hero, anti-hero, and assassin in his ongoing war against the criminals of Gotham.